Floss Tube, it's Kerry and Stitches. It's Friday the 7th of May and this is Floss Tube 96. Hello and welcome. I hope you're all doing well and have had a really good stitchy fortnight. Welcome if you are new here, it's lovely to have you here with me. Welcome back if you are a returning viewer. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to come back to. So welcome if you've come from Helen or from Cheryl. I know both of them have given me shout outs recently. And if you come from somewhere else, tell me how you found me. I'd love to know. I hope you're all doing well. We've had a busy week basically because both kids had birthdays last week. So we had lots of family meals, fantastic takeaway Mexican from a local restaurant, and I've forgotten just how good they are. We had a raclette, we had a tie-dye party with Lottie and a couple of her friends. So and one of my friends, who's just one of the mums, happened to stop, so it was really nice just to catch up and have a coffee together. And I did a bit of dyeing, so I kind of put everything on a bag and let the girls go mad, and they kind of did produce this fantastic autumn colours chenille, a little random drawstring bag, elasticated bag. So oh, let's pull this. All the trims turned out blue because the dye didn't take, and I thought I wasn't convinced the ribbon would. It wasn't expensive, but I thought the cotton, I thought the lace was cotton, I thought it would dye. This piece I already had and it did pick up the dye, which I will talk about in a minute, because I had an FFO idea when I realised the video wasn't recording. I had storage issues and then I couldn't find the video. So yeah, I tie-dyed some odds and ends of fabric. It's all, nothing was serged or anything beforehand, so not that I have a serger, but or fray stops or anything, so it's all a bit scruffy. So this is 25 count. This is actually even Magic Guide. You can see the lines in it in places. And then we did that one. The colours are really quite bright. I didn't leave the dye on them for long, deliberately, but yes, it didn't seem to make any difference. Some of it we did the one day, and it was literally left on for like 15 hours because we did it overnight. And then the other stuff had 2 hours and the vibrancy was the same. So this is actually Ada banding, it's probably a 14 or 15 count, I guess. Not sure. Anyway, so that was quite cool. So I was really hoping this was going to be quite subtle. Kind of a beach trying to look that kind of didn't work, but you know, scrap of fabric. I can certainly use the yellow and the blue. Something the kids did, I think. They just kind of just launched dye on it. And these are my two favourite pieces. Oh no, this was actually pink 14 count, which I never was going to use as pink, so it's now orange. It's quite like that. It's quite cool. I think this might be 16 count. So I think this is a piece I actually bought. I don't know if it's a square piece or not, but that turned out quite cool. That was kind of just done with a scrunchy kind of effect on it. And my favourite is this one. This is definitely 18 count. So I was really pleased with how they turned out. I have no idea what I can use them for, but you know, it's all a bit of fun. So I had some spare time this morning, so I did some FFOing. So I buried things. I don't know what I've done with them now. This is what happens when you have to do a second take. You lose. There we go. So beekeepers. Oh, I keep saying beekeepers. It's not. Heartstring Samplery. Festive Little Fobs, and this is the last one I had to FFO from that. I was going to do a Biscorner originally, but it's going to join the rest of its friends on sticks like that in the jar that I showed last week. And that was another one that was done, but just hadn't had any trim on it. So those are actually still gluing. That's why they've got clips on them. They've been waiting for the glue to dry. I finally made Onward Noble Steed into a drum. This was a free design by Lindy Stitches last year. So actually if I start it there, you can see its head. So Onward, Noble Steed, there we go. It's based on the Vonner tutorial, which I watched when I did a drum finishes a couple of years ago, and then I just kind of went with it. Kind of knew the basics and just went with it till it's a bit wonky at the bottom. So but it's just on some foam core, so it stands up nicely. It's absolutely packed tightly with fibre fill because I don't have anything else, and some layers of felt just to kind of give it a bit of a dome at the top. So yes, so I'm thinking that I might put, so it needs some trim on the top, and I thought, well, I could use some of these lace things, so I might use that green one on the top, because that would look really cool, because I think it would kind of bring the two colours together. Or possibly I might just kind of coordinate with the blue fabric, which I believe is a pole stitches one, and just kind of go with the blue and then do that top and bottom. So I have ideas, we'll see what happens. And my other FFO, which needed me to machine some fabric on the back of it, is Coffee Drinker's Confession by Heartstring Samplery. This is on a 36 count, I'm going to say slightly nutty. It's definitely a sparklers, I'm sure it's slightly nutty, with the cool fall colours. So I just need to put some stuff on the back just to completely hide it, and it'll be ready to go on my sampler wall. So I'm really pleased with how this turned out. Oh, there we go. So I think that's come out really nicely. Right, so on to the stitching. I've been pretty monogamous this last week, or obsessed with my current whip actually. So, but I did do a bit of cast stitching this week, so I did a little bit more on the August Lizzie Kate Flip It block. This is stitched on a 32 count, I think that might be Star Sapphire, by Wichelt. If not, it is Waterlily. It's one or the other, because that's what they're all a mixture of that. In my own random stuff of, basically there's Jodyri threads. The brown is actually Picnic Basket. Yeah. Oh, Jodyri threads in Tabs Tangles, and I fussy cut Seasons of Change. Change of Seasons. So those are basically the two colours I used for it. So there we go. So, and I'll be starting the October block this month as well. But changing it completely because I don't like it. It's got a scarecrow on it. The scarecrows are weird. Next up is MLK Sampler. I'm stitching this on 18 count pewter by PTP, Picture This Plus, in my own colourway, which is predominantly Weeks Dye Works threads. It Weeks Blue Coat Blue, Gunmetal, Graphite Grits, and then there's going to be some green, which is the sparklers called Mirkwood. And I can't remember, I think I was still on the border last time, so that's where it's at now. I was doing this for my daily 30, so just 30 minutes a day, and I did that for about 10 days, and it's coming out really nicely. I haven't decided what to put in the middle of those star yet, because I think I haven't decided what colour, because whatever colour they end up, because it needs a colour balance, if you know what I mean. So that's the plan with that one, and I'm hoping to get back onto that one in June. Okay, my only other whip, because I've been completely obsessed by it, is Christmas Dreams by Tiny Modernist. This was her 2020 stitch along. I was gifted a pattern by Heather and the fabric by Sharon, and I absolutely love it. That's where I'm at with it now. So since you last saw it, oh, camera's further away today, I finished up the stars, the things here. I think I've done the Joy, definitely done another angel. I'm so excited that it was a person of colour, and it's funny because I was going to do a conversion with it and hadn't gotten around to pulling anything until I started stitching. I was like, oh, okay. Realised it was they'd actually Sharon McKinnon had actually charted it as that. So the tree's done, and then I did the dove last night. Just needs its feet and its beak, and I'm currently working on this block here, which I'm kind of doing for daily 30, and then I started Santa yesterday as well. So to be honest, I'm expecting this to be a finish tomorrow. It's because I absolutely love it, and that's why I can't start Main yet until I finished it, because I'm so obsessed with it that I'm struggling to put it down at the moment to do anything else. I didn't even bring the project bag or anything with me because it was on the arm of the chair. So absolutely loving it at the moment, can't put it down. Right, so but my plans basically to finish that, do my zombie run, so the Lizzie Kate Flip It counts for that, so that's great. And then do B-Mania, which I'm hoping most of them will fit into the daily 30 monthly, which is Chitty Bang Bang themed. Yeah, so my Whip Go calls were, because I don't think I talked about those, my Whip Go were the Black Whip Angel that I've got for a week on that. I find it really, really hard putting it into my rotation. I love it very much, but yeah, I don't know. I need to get that in. Coffee Drinkers Confession, that was already finished, so yay for that. And then Elizabeth Shepherd and Cardinal Points, both of which will be, the collar's got funny on my shirt, my jacket, will be done. So, on to the haul. Let's move those. I actually got into some thrift stores last week and oh, fantastic, loved it. So I picked up just a couple of frames, so just I like the beading on this one. I was hoping it was going to fit Coffee Drinkers Confession, but it didn't. It was a tiny bit short. Just a basic one. The back's actually glued in, so so it's one of those peggy type things. So I don't know. We'll see whether I can use it for anything. I picked up this grey, just standard box frame. She's got a lovely deep recess actually in it, and I'm hoping that my MLK sampler will fit in that. Well, sorry, MLK sampler will fit in that, and I think it's going to look great because it's kind of an soft grey kind of. It's not quite white, it's an off grey colour. And then I picked up two random things because, you know, firstly I found this little cabinet, so it needs a good clean and a repaint, but I just kind of see, I'm just thinking to put it on my shelvy thing and then just kind of, you know, well, it's not going to work very well, but stick some smalls in it on the shelves and things like that, you know, hang a strawberry from the doorknob, maybe sometimes it'll just be sat like that, kind of just a little curio cabinet, but I only paid a couple of quid for it, so I was really happy with that, and the frames were all £1 each. And then I found this in the local charity shop this week. I'm assuming it was a planter and then you kept your seeds in the box or something, because it has a little plastic flower pot. So that's going to come out. I possibly might take these, sort of cut them down a bit so it's a flat thing. This comes off, so it's like that. But I have ideas and plans for maybe a piece. I may just put a piece on the front, and then I kind of had an idea of that, maybe turn that into a little bit of storage with a piece underneath it. So exciting. And Aldi had some eco stuff in, which included recycled cotton stuff. So I've got a quarter pack. These are made from 55% pre-consumer recycled cotton, and then raw cotton. So just some really nice bee fabric that's kind of just like a marbly cracked effect, I say. Honeycomb, a really nice grey leaves kind of trees kind of one, and then one with bees on it in grey. So I think these will be fantastic for my FFOing of my B-Mania. What else? Black Pear has a needleminder sale going on at the moment, so there are 20% off all needleminders in my shop through to the end of May, and 10% off the daily 30 ones. So if you are in the shopping mood, head over to the store. I've also got 3 new ones in today which I absolutely love. Can't wait for these to be in the shop. So I cross stitch so I don't kill people. I've seen that one about before though. That one, it says, there we go, not really good. Have a look in the shop, you'll see it better. It says, I am not a hoarder, I am a curator of an extensive craft supply collection. And the purple one, which says, if you see me with a seam ripper, now is not the time. So, love those. And they'll be in the shop at some point. So, I have a few of them. So, giveaway winners. Audrey, I'm sorry, congratulations for winning last time. I haven't posted it, I just found it this morning. It's been a crazy busy week. And Karen Crow, the calendar's yours. If you can email me, do I have your address? I think I do, don't I? I'll have a look and see whether I've got your address, because I'm sure you've won before. I'll be going looking for my phone and it's there recording. So I guess I won't be. Anyway, Karen, you're the winner, Karen Crow. So I will get that in the post to you too. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Under 1,000 subs club. I feel like we should have a theme song, a theme tune too now. I'm glad it's really taking off. So thank you to all the lovely, all the other floss tubers shouting out people and using the hashtag and things like that. I only have one this week because, as I said, it's been a crazy busy fortnight with birthdays and work's been busy and I've been back in the office and crazy. So I've only got one, which is Sandy Baker. Sandy's been floss tubing for as long as I have, I'm sure she has. She's taken a couple of breaks here and there for health reasons, but she has such a variety of projects. Full coverage, kits and all sorts of things. So check Sandy out. She's been floss tubing for a long time, so I will link her below. Other than that, I am leaving. I know the links didn't work last time. I don't know why, and I forgot to fix them. Crazy fortnight. So they are all, every floss tuber that I shout out, I'm going to leave in the, in it. They'll be like this week's, previous week's. So as well as always be linking Heather and Sarah, who with myself kind of started the Under 1,000 Subs Club hashtag, and have been instrumental in just really getting this moving. So thank you to those two as always. So that's pretty much it for my floss tube this week. It's short and sweet. There's no magazines this week. I've been fairly monogamous on my stitching, so yeah, that's about all I've got to say. So until I see you again in a couple of weeks' time, I don't know what next week. I'm going to try and do. I keep saying I'm trying to do a stitch with me. I've got a big PTA video to edit and get hubs to help me edit and voiceover and stuff. So that's going to be a project over the next couple of days. So PTA recruitment video, because my youngest leaves her primary school this year, so they need to recruit some new people to the PTA, and the eldest leaves school in 2 weeks' time, and has a college interview next week, no, week after next. So busy. Anyway, so until next week, friends, take care, have a great stitchy fortnight, happy stitching, bye bye.